31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Gurley, the ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Switch up, switch up. Check 52. Check.
Here's Ryan. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
Back at the 35.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
3rd and long, it's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
Christian McCaffrey with the
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC, as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield, just imagine if they have the guts to let him return kicks as well. This guy is a true triple threat.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
Panther, 1st down.
A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
It's a gain of 7.
Catch there by Robbie Anderson, and we all know he's got the speed to get behind any defense. What I think is underrated about his game is his toughness and his belief in self. Robbie Anderson was an undrafted free agent who's turned into a big-time player in the NFL, and now landing in Carolina reunites him with his college coach, Matt Rule, when they were together at Temple.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a 1st down at the Falcons' 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Panthers.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Panthers 7, Falcons nothing.
Bridgewater on first down. Open man is Samuel, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
First down, Carolina.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it, and the Falcons grab it. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Throwing again. Ryan. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Gurley, the ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 11 yards there. First down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Ryan's pass taken in by Ridley. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the foot. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his third touchdown now on the year. Well, the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Here's second and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
The Falcons take over first down.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brian Burns. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Brandon, never ceases to amaze me just how fast these defensive ends are in the game nowadays. Part of that is what we've seen in college football, where they've gotten smaller and faster on the defensive side of the ball. But they brought that to the NFL because it is hard for an offensive lineman to keep them away from the quarterback.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 7.
I know I'm one of those that overuses certain terms, and this one, explosive, is what we use for a lot of receivers, but that's Calvin Ridley. Nice catch there, and not only is he explosive, he's been very productive. Since being drafted in 2018, one of the top touchdown rates in the league as a wide receiver.
On third down, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football.
And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. That is caught at the 7. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
The ball carrier.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here, second. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Hayden Hurst with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and taken.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Throwing, Bridgewater. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On third down, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you, because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot.
That's caught inside the 20. And finally he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15.
First and 10.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
On first and 10, it's Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown.
Touchdown.
Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And he's got it up and through.
Falcons 21. Panthers.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Second and 20. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
3 yards.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Second and 2. Bridgewater to throw it. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Bridgewater's pass intercepted. The Falcons take over first and 10.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something that feels somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Now this will make it into the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Stocker's got it. Complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
At the 48-yard line.
20. 54 mark.
To throw again is Ryan. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
22. Watch his flat.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Taylor.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too. As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
A 31-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The catch and run good for 18 and a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. 20. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And some room to work. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
50 seconds to mine. Check back. Hey, look 3. Watch the safety creep. 50 seconds to mine. 57.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And a Panther 1st down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Keanu Neal brought him down. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
At the throwing on 2nd and 8. Bridgewater. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Dante Fowler Jr.'s career has had some real twists and turns since being a 1st-round pick with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Remember, he hurt his knee and didn't even get to play his rookie season, and has finally found his way in the league. Last year in Los Angeles with the Rams, had a career-high 11.5 sacks. That's why Atlanta got him in the offseason. They needed to boost their pass rush, and he's the guy to get it done.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, Ryan. He's got a 1st down past the 30. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now, Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Bridgewater. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Oh, he'll take a shot for McCaffrey downfield. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Bridgewater's pass intercepted.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
1st down.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trey Boston. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A gain of 9.
Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And Thomas has it. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And a Panther first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore.
Bridgewater's pass.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
First and goal.
10 more there and another first down. They'll throw again, Bridgewater. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Complete to
Ian Thomas. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough, they couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And what do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep him. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And some room to roam now. The 20. 10. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Takes this about 5 yards deep. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Ryan. Blitz coming And down he goes.
Matt Ryan.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Got it. Right there, 54, right there, right there. Here we go.
To throw is Ryan. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Check. Watch 54. Drop deep. Hey, watch
3rd and long. It's Ryan. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Good job defensively there on Gurley as they hold him to only a yard. It's 2nd down. Second and 9.
20. Hey, take that.
Ryan. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Ryan. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check mark 33. Check mark 33. Hey, Sam. Mark check 33. 33. Tighten up. Pull it together. Hey, check mark 33.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a 1st down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 2nd down and 8. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Brings up 3rd down.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Fielded in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really?
A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now Ryan. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And it's second down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29. Here's Ryan. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Brian Burns in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Down by 5. They've got to go for it here on fourth down. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So that'll back them up 5. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. One last shot for Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for Carolina, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.